I wanted to talk about something that's going to help the mental health society and mental like mental well-being people that care about this sort of thing. So I study triggers that could possibly send people, including myself, into a whirlwind of what we call spiritual psychosis. Spiritual psychosis is, it can come in many forms, but mostly what leads to psychosis is a hyperfixation, usually on some specific energy that we fixate ourselves on to speed up or enhance or really attribute the specific thing that we're doing at any specific time or notion. So you could, it's like, for example, I just had a puff of this smoke. It was a decent sized puff. But if I were to like continuously suck it back, that would be the whole smoke gone. That's correct, right? So that's essentially the scale of what could be me explaining my own schizoaffective bipolar disorder. So I have to take what I put into my energetic sphere very seriously. Otherwise, it could spiral me into something that I don't want to deal with, which is an emotional upheaval. So, I, what would you like to talk about in your emotional upheavals? Nothing. All my emotional upheavals are embarrassing to me, and sometimes they happen, and that's all I'm saying. And a lot of it's because I have like social anxiety because I don't talk to anybody at all. So how does this have to do with what you first started the video with though? I did say something about something. See? This is where I need to write my notes down because this is where I lose it. This is the point where I lose what I started the whole. So 2 minutes ago, I started saying something 2 minutes ago, and I'm pretty sure that it's never going to come back to me because I meditated so much and stilled my mind that it doesn't even matter what was said, and that's all there is to it. So I'm gonna pause it real fast because I have to figure out what I actually said to continue because there was right. So something called how we program ourselves from past knowledge that we have interpreted into something called why we're obsessed with the name. Why are we obsessed with calling each other a name that has lived in history? This is a unity take, so it's generalized, so it goes for every perceptual field objectively. Why is it objectively? Because don't pretend you are the name, because you're not that name. You are the name that you have currently, depending on if it was your parents that gave it to you or if you named yourself. So, like, why is it the one thing we do is exclaim a name? That is essentially what I see as, like, if you were to look at Earth, right? I wish I could do all this and, like, show you Earth and show you what I'm, like, really, like, coming up with here. But if you did this, so imagine you're looking at Earth now. And someone on Earth, let's just say there's a whole bunch of little ants, little points, and we represent each point is a human. Every point is a human. And there are humans jumping out in their energetic field yelling like, God or Jesus or Allah or like, who Krishna, Om. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to give you a vast variety of them, but I'm also being too loud. Last night was Saturday night, and I did not go out, but my sister and her boyfriend did, and they're probably trying to sleep still. So I can't like go through all of it up there with you, but you understand what I'm saying, like aliens. frequencies? It could be. So don't judge, because starseeds exist. I also fight for starseeds' right to be in existence as well. And it just so happens that I'm a trans starseed. So what you gotta do about it? What you gotta do about it, humanity? Here we are, you can see what we're like, and we're not dangerous. We're just chilling on TikTok frequency, trying to catch our wave in the algorithm. That's what we're trying to do. Surfer like a rover borealis analysis. TikTok and dick-a-duck, and what do we do? That was a little freestyle. So why do we call out a name? See? Why did I just shout out to TikTok? Why is it always a shout out that then leads us into a spiral of hyperfixation on that? It turns us into a rabbit hole, Mad Hatter disease. That is what hyperfixation is. And it can spin you wild to make you go insomnia. And then you're so caught up that you develop your own ADHD because you're multitasking up here in the air waves of energetic spheres. You're up here mental, and that could go woo 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 and wake this up right here, woo 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 to your other temples, so you have your 1, your 2, and your 3s awake. Both temples are temples for a reason. And it's your belts, your Orion's belts. I just learned that from Sirius Energy, so you know. The Syrians won this one again. Go Syrians.